Good morning, David Lloyd, Ryan Smith here with you. The Oilers will try to drag a cup back to Alberta tonight in Game 7, but we start with Game 3 of a budding rivalry.
Yeah, with a Game 7 feel, or at least ticket price, set you back $350 plus per ticket to see Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese Part 3. Hottest WNBA ticket price on record, and it was worth it. The last 2 times Clark and her Fever got the best of Reese in the sky. Third time for Indy was not a charm. These two saying it's not a personal rivalry, it's more about the teams, but sure feels great between the two of them, right? Pick this one up in the third. Fever started burning up, down 6. Caitlin Clark with the 3 right there. Fever cut the lead to 3. Next Fever possession, Clark finding Aaliyah Boston. And now Fever down just 1. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Clark to Boston again. They are really developing a great connection. Clark with 13 assists in the game, setting a new Fever franchise record. Indy up 11. So under a minute to go. Sky down 13. They were down as many as 15 in this one, but Angel Reese trying to bring them back into it. 15 points, 11 boards through 3, extending her double-double streak to 8 games. And the Sky were down 8 after 3. Early 4th. Here's Clark. Deep 3. Got it to go. 17 points to go along with those 13 helpers. Later in the quarter, Melissa Smith hits it over Reese and then gives her the 2 small. So what does Reese think about that? Ensuing Sky possession right at Smith for the lay-in plus the foul and a little jawing right back at her. Sky cut the lead to 9. Later, Clark, bad pass. Sky come up with it. Kennedy Carter on the other end delays it in. Sky now down just 3. Later in the quarter, Lindsay Allen looking for a shot. Misses. Reese, offensive rebound, and puts it in. And look at that Chicago crowd all fired up. And Reese shimmying with satisfaction after that bucket. And she's still talking to Smith. They're talking trash back and forth, hit with double technicals. And Reese would make the and 1 free throw, game tied at 82. Later tied at 84. Reese around Smith. 25 points, 16 boards on the night. Sky up 2. Ensuing Fever possession. Smith gonna get to her. Now she's gonna try to take it up on Reese. Great D right there. Airballs it. Camila Cardozo coming down with it. The Sky defensively awesome on that play. After a couple free throws, under 30 seconds left. Aaliyah Boston can't find anybody, so she takes her own 3 and drains it. Fever now down just 1. 18.3 seconds to play. Marina Mabry at the line misses the first free throw, then misses the second. So there's a mad scramble. Who's going to come up with it? It's the Fever. It gets to Caitlin Clark. Up to Christy Wallace. Can she get it to go? No! But it's off Camila Cardozo, who can't grab the rebound, so it's out of bounds. Fever have another chance. Inbounding. 7 seconds to play. Clark's got it. To Boston. Back to Clark. Over to Boston. For the win now! Sky grabbed the rebound. Clark frustrated. Reese afterwards hugging WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops. Sky hold on to win 88-87. Here's Michelle Steele with more on Angel Reese and her Sky flying high.
With a 12-point lead and 6:38 to play, it looked like the Fever were headed to a 3-0 record against the Chicago Sky. Well, Angel Reese was not going to let that happen. She scored 10 of her game-high 25 points in that final stretch, all of those coming from inside the paint.
I think just being able to kind of stay poised. I didn't want to let this one slip out of our hands because I think we worked so hard. I just let my game speak for itself. The most important thing for me is to win. I came to Chicago to build a culture here where it's a winning culture.
Her energy, I feel like she brings a lot of energy for all of us. It like rubs it off. So when she's playing really well, we tend to like play really hard for her because of the energy that she brings for the team.
Players before this game downplayed this rivalry with the Fever, but I can tell you this win gave Chicago a huge mental boost in addition to maybe having some playoff implications. As Sky head coach Teresa Weatherspoon said post-game, this is big. We can see something great happening in Chicago. The Sky hosts the Aces on Thursday, and if they could pull out a win there, that would be this team's first 3-game win streak of the season. In Chicago, I'm Michelle Steele, ESPN.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have lived up to expectations so far in the WNBA, especially when they face each other. Clark's the first player in WNBA history to have 50 points and 25 assists in her first career games against a single opponent. Now, Reese on the other side is the third player with 40 points and 40 boards in her first 3 games against a single opponent. The others, Tina Charles and Candace Parker.
What if I told you The Oilers had dug out of a 3-0 hole to the Panthers to force a Game 7 tonight. Far-fetched, right? The only time in NHL history a team won a Stanley Cup final after spotting the other team 3 games, the goalies didn't wear face masks. It's been a while. Here's Ryan McGee on the staggering comeback the Oilers are trying to finish off tonight.
Every now and then, we see something. A moment so impossible that it can only be believed when it is witnessed.
Here's McDavid.
But even then, we are still like, wait, what?
What a play by McDavid!
The Edmonton Oilers, down 3-0, have a 7th game shot at the Stanley Cup. A team that scored 4 goals in those first 3 games lit the lamp 18 times in the next 3.
The Oilers have turned this series.
And Connor McDavid has graduated from mere greatness to timelessness.
Performance that legends are made of.
It has also reminded us of those other reality-bending comebacks we still can't fully comprehend.
How do you come back from this?
2004, Dave Roberts, kick-starting the stealing of the American League title by the Red Sox. 1993, another set of Oilers had a 32-point lead in the NFL playoffs, only to be buffaloed by disbelief. 1942, the Maple Leafs, down 3 games to the Red Wings, coming back to seize the cup.
Cleveland!
LeBron's Cavs,
This is for you!
down 3-1 in 2016. Buster Douglas, Jimmy V, Mazeroski, the miracle on ice. We remember them all because we still can't believe they happened at all.
The biggest game in the history of the Stanley Cup final is about to be played.
There are moments in sports that people think are unattainable, and that's what makes sports so exciting.
And that is why we have to watch.
Oh boy, Game 7 of the Cup final tonight on ABC. Coverage starts at 7 Eastern with The Point on ESPN2 and ESPN+. They'll drop the puck at 8 Eastern.